Hi everyone, and welcome back to my video of my Christmas table. This year when I started thinking about Christmas, I realized I wanted our table to feel a little bit more personal than usual. So instead of buying all the decorations, I decided to use Christmas as an opportunity to bring together everything I had already made. And as you're looking at this table, every decoration I have made, you can see on the table. From the serviette rings and the personalized nameplate coasters to the homemade Christmas crackers and the decorated bauble jars that I have shown in some of my other videos. And I also even added my little festive gnomes. And each piece has its own little story behind it too. I really love how handmade items have a warmth that you just don't get from store-bought decor. They don't have to be perfect. In fact, it's often the small imperfections that make them feel more special and more real. The serviette rings and the nameplate coasters were made with the idea of slowing things down, taking the time to add names to the table instantly that makes everyone feel welcome, and it turns something simple into a keepsake rather than something that's just disposable. The Christmas crackers were one of my favorite things to make, and I wanted them to feel traditional but also with a handmade touch, something a little different from the usual store-bought ones. There's something really nostalgic about crackers on a Christmas table, and making them myself made them feel even more meaningful. You might recognize the bauble jars and the gnomes from earlier videos. When I was decorating them, I didn't have a clear plan for where they would end up. But seeing them placed here on the table, it feels like everything has finally come together. As I was setting everything up, I also found myself thinking about how much time goes into handmade pieces. Not just the making, but the planning, the experimenting, and sometimes even the mistakes along the way. And yet, when they're all finished and placed together like this, it feels completely worth it. I love how this table doesn't feel overly styled or formal. It feels cozy and relaxed and welcoming. The kind of table where people can sit for hours, talk and laugh, and enjoy good food together. For me, Christmas isn't about having the most expensive decorations or the most perfect table. It's about creating a space that feels warm and thoughtful and where people feel comfortable and cared for. Using handmade decor adds an extra layer of meaning to that. And every piece here was made slowly, with intention, and with Christmas in mind. And that makes the table feel even more personal and more connected. As you watch this video, I hope it encourages you to add a little bit of handmade charm to your own celebrations. It doesn't have to be to everything. Even one handmade detail can make a space feel special. Thank you so much for spending a little time here with me and for sharing this moment. I hope this video brings you a sense of calm, inspiration, and festive warmth. And I'm wishing you a cozy, happy Christmas, and thank you as always for supporting my handmade journey. And again, until next time, have a great Christmas.